You've been told to save $1 million for retirement, but nobody told you where that number came from, whether it fits your life or whether it's completely wrong for your situation. And if you're in your 30s, that gap, knowing you should be saving but having no idea if you're actually on track, is costing you sleep. Today, that changes. This is Personal Finance System. Every video gives you one clear system, and today's system is the one that could change how you think about retirement entirely. Here's the thing most people don't realize until they actually run the math. Their number isn't $1 million. For some of you, it's less. For others, it's more. But it's almost never the generic number someone handed you. By the end of this video, you'll know how to calculate your retirement number. Not a guess, not a Reddit stat. Your actual number built on your spending, your timeline, and your income sources. We're covering 4 things: how to calculate your retirement spending target, how your retirement age changes everything, how to account for income you'll have outside your portfolio, and how to apply one simple formula to get your number. This isn't about how to invest once you have the number. That's a different video. This is just about finding the number. Here's the first mistake, and almost everyone makes it. They calculate their retirement number based on their income. That's wrong. Your retirement number is based on your spending, specifically what you plan to spend each year when you're no longer working. Think about it. You might earn $90,000 a year right now, but you don't spend $90,000 after taxes, after savings, after the stuff you only buy because of your job. You might actually live on $60,000. And in retirement, some of that disappears entirely. No commute, no work wardrobe. Maybe the mortgage is done. So your starting point isn't your salary. It's your annual retirement spending target. Here's how to find it. Take your current monthly expenses, remove anything work-related, add anything that goes up, like travel or healthcare, multiply by 12. Let's use a real example. Say you land on $48,000 a year, $4,000 a month. That $48,000 is your foundation. Everything else we build on top of it. Now let's talk about time, because when you retire isn't just a date. It changes the math in a way most people completely miss. Your retirement age doesn't only affect how long you save, it affects how long your money has to last. Retire at 62, your portfolio might need to stretch 30 years. Retire at 67, maybe 25. That difference matters more than most people realize. Safe planning target, 30 years. That covers roughly age 65 to 95. Thinking about retiring earlier, say 60 or 62. Plan for 35 years minimum. A longer retirement means a bigger number. Not because you spend more each year, because the money has to work much, much longer. Okay, pause here. I want you to do this with me, not just watch. Write down 2 things right now: your estimated annual retirement spending and your target retirement age. Don't make it perfect. A rough number you own is worth more than a perfect number you found online. Now, this is the step most calculators skip, and it's the one that can cut your number by hundreds of thousands of dollars. Ask yourself, will you have any income in retirement outside your own portfolio? Is your spouse also saving? Do you have a pension? Will Social Security cover any of your expenses? We're not diving deep into Social Security today, but even a modest annual benefit can change your math significantly. Here's how it works. Go back to that $48,000 spending target. If your spouse is saving $20,000 a year toward retirement, you only need to cover $28,000 yourself. The $28,000. That's the number your portfolio needs to support, not 48. This is exactly why Just Save $1 Million fails people. It ignores every variable that makes your situation yours. The 4% rule. Here's what it says. Withdraw 4% of your portfolio per year, and, done correctly, it should last at least 30 years. It's not perfect. Nothing in personal finance is, and some planners today recommend being slightly more conservative, closer to 3.5%. But the 4% rule is one of the most rigorously tested guidelines we have. Here's the formula. Take your annual spending gap, the amount your portfolio has to cover, multiply by 25. That's it. Using our example, 28,000 times 25 equals $700,000. That's your number, not a million, 700,000. What if you have no spouse savings, no pension, you're covering the full 48,000 yourself? 48,000 times 25 equals 1.2 million. Still not exactly 1 million, because the real math depends on your real life. Before we wrap, I want to show you the calculation mistake that makes your number look twice as terrifying as it actually is. Here's what happens. You earn $100,000 a year. Someone tells you to replace 80% of your income. You multiply 80,000 by 25. You get $2 million. You close the tab. But what do you actually spend? Maybe 60,000. Once the mortgage is paid off, maybe 50. 50,000 times 25 is 1,250,000, not 2 million. That gap between basing your number on income versus spending, it's the difference between hopeless and actually within reach. Build your number from your spending, not your salary. And if you're thinking, my situation is too complicated for any formula, hear me out. Variable income, use your average take-home over the last 2 or 3 years. Student debt, on a standard 10-year plan, it's often gone before retirement, but some plans stretch much longer. Kids, expensive now, not in retirement. The formula still works. You just plug in your numbers. Let's run it one more time, fast. Step 1, what will you spend each year in retirement? Start with your current spending, adjust for retirement life. Write it down. Step 2, when do you want to retire? Plan for at least 30 years of withdrawals. Earlier retirement means a bigger number. Step 3, what income will offset your portfolio? Spouse savings, pension, Social Security. Subtract what you can realistically count on. Step 4, multiply your remaining gap by 25. That is your retirement number. Write it down. That number isn't a verdict. It's a starting point. It tells you exactly where you stand. And knowing where you stand is worth more than a year of vague dread. You're not behind. You just didn't have your anchor yet. Now you do. I built a free retirement calculator worksheet that walks you through all 4 steps. It's linked in the description. No email, no sign up. Download it and run your numbers tonight while they're still fresh. And if this opened your eyes, there's a lot more on this channel. Every video is built to help you see the numbers clearly. Quick note, this is general education, not personal financial advice. You always make the final call.